Did you know you can sit in a church every week and never encounter God? In John 1:10 we read, "He was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him." See, when you enter a church, you usually see a designated area called an altar. From that altar, there's music being played and someone preaching. It looks like a church because someone called it one. But let's understand what a church really is. The purpose of an altar is a meeting place where the spiritual realm intersects with the natural. It's a place where people are altered. And the purpose of the music or the worship team is to usher in the presence of God. And when God's presence is truly ushered in, it's tangible. You can feel it. The whole purpose of gathering is to meet with God together. In his presence, people are healed, delivered from demonic oppression, freed from mental torment, bodies are restored, strategies for life are revealed, confusion lifts, and clarity comes in. Everything you need is found in his presence. But unfortunately, many of today's churches have become tombs dressed up as churches, appearing holy while denying the power. Because when God shows up on the scene, everything changes. Instead, going to church has become a ritual, a box to check off, a way to maintain an image in front of people. I go to church, so I must be a good person. But nothing actually happens. See, people aren't living, they're coping. There's no transformation. Lives remain stagnant, and eventually people begin to believe the lie. God can't do anything for me. So they start turning to other things for solutions, for healing, for strategy. All while sitting in a building that was called a church, but was never truly a dwelling place for the living God. Many have built churches because it seemed like a good idea, but it was never God's instruction. We see this with David. He had a heart for God and wanted to build him a house on earth. It sounded like a good idea, but God told him that assignment wasn't his. It was given to his son Solomon. And when Solomon built it, it was done according to God's standards, not his own. And that's the issue today. Many churches are built according to man's standards, without God ever giving the instruction. That's why you see so many churches struggling today, struggling financially and spiritually. They're run by what I call speechers, people giving speeches rather than those walking in their true calling. Meanwhile, the position they were actually called to is sitting vacant, and the people they were meant to help are suffering because of it. So now you have two groups being denied. The people in the building denied the presence of God, and the people outside denied the gift that person was supposed to operate in. And some will rationalize it and say, Jesus doesn't move like he used to. But the scriptures are clear. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So either you believe all of the scriptures or you don't. Seeking church is not the same as seeking the kingdom. When Jesus showed up, people were healed, delivered, and transformed. A woman stopped bleeding just by getting in the presence of Jesus. A crippled man picked up his mat and walked. And today, many are having church without the presence of the one they claim to serve. They have a form of godliness, but deny the power. See, you weren't called to attend church. You were called to encounter God. If there's no encounter, there's no kingdom.